All right, you're back, and this video is a moneymaker. And I'll tell you more in a moment, but in this video, we'll quickly create a sound skill within minutes and be eligible to win some cool rewards. Okay, while watching me create this skill, at various times, I'll tell you to pause the video and go accomplish what I've just showed you in the video. After you accomplish that step, come back, hit the play button, and watch the next step. This way, within minutes, we'll have created a skill together. Today, let's create a sound skill. Creating sound skills can be rewarding in many different ways. And the way I like best are the real monetary rewards paid by Amazon when you create a sound skill that people like and use often. There are people who have created some really simple sound skills that people love and use every day, and Amazon is paying the creators of those sound skills several thousands of dollars each month, and there's no reason why you can't do the same. Now remember, nobody's guaranteeing and nobody can say that Amazon will pay you, and it all boils down to creating something that people love, quality sound skill. But today, we're simply going to create something simple just so we can learn how to create a sound skill, and then you can go on to take those skills to create an awesome sound skill. So if you're not sure what kind of sound skill to make, remember, Google is your best friend. Simply go to Google, and when you go to Google, you can type in something like relaxing sounds for, and as you can see, Google will suggest these things, and this is what people are actually looking for. So if people are looking for that, that gives you a clue that maybe you should create a sound skill like that. See, there's sounds for dogs, babies. There's nothing worse than a crying baby that's tired and you just want them to go to sleep. Relaxing sounds for anxiety. Well, you can also type in something like A. Relaxing sounds for what? Anxiety, autisms, right? For a dog, adults. Let's put in, how about B? Babies, birds, relaxing sounds for bed, babies to sleep, relaxing sounds for a bath, how neat. C, relaxing sounds for cats, concentrations, right? Chickens. Let's try out a few others right here. Deep sleep, depression, sounds for dogs. See, you can get all kind of great ideas simply by typing in the alphabet. Well, let's go see what's already been made to give us some ideas. If we go to Amazon and we check the category right here for skills, well, we can take a look. I typed in night sounds, and when I typed in night sounds, take a look at what came up. There's country night sounds, seaside sounds, forest sounds, cicada sounds, crickets at night. And we can judge by the reviews how well they are. Look, 268, 7, 298, 839. People love listening to this. And maybe they like to listen to this while they're going to sleep. Let's see what else. Well, here's yoga sounds. You know, people are really into yoga and they like to sit there and just meditate and listening to some cool sounds while they meditate or do yoga. And so if we take a look here, you know what? It says there's only 67 results, and judging by the reviews, nobody has actually created a really great yoga sound skill. So this is a huge opportunity for you to maybe create a yoga sound skill. And if you create a great one, who knows? Amazon might pay you to actually have an awesome sound skill. Let's take a look at some others right here. There's rain sounds. People love to go to sleep with rain. My wife is the first one to say, uh-oh, sounds like it's time for a nap, just as soon as she hears the rain coming. So let's not tell her she can make it rain anytime with Alexa skills. Let's go on and look at some more. Hey, go to YouTube. Type in relaxing sleep sounds and take a look. People have created 8-hour, 3-hour, all kind of videos with soothing sounds. And take a look at some of these. I mean, if you look at it, this one has been watched 84 million times, okay? So that people are listening to this. They turn that on and take a nap, okay? That's awesome. So as you see, creating a sound skill is relaxing in many, many ways. Here's relaxing sounds for a baby, right? This one has been watched 33 million times. They turn it on and helps the baby to sleep. It's rewarding in so many ways when you create a sound skill. So take a few minutes to do a little research and find out what kind of sound skill do you want to make. And in the next part, I'll show you how to get that sound file so that you can create your sound skill. Okay, it's time to pause the video, complete your research, then come back, hit play for the next step. All right, you're back. So let's pick up where we left off at. I hope you now have an idea what it is you want to create. What kind of sound skill do you want to create? But now you have to get the sound file, right? Well, in order to get the sound file, I go to this website right here, pond5.com. And you can come over here and you can search all kinds of things. Hey, today I'm going to create a simple sound skill with swamp sounds, some Cajun swamp sounds. So all I did was type in swamp and I checked the drop-down menu. Do I want footage, music tracks, sound effects? That's what I want. I want sound effects. And so now it comes up with all kind of searches. And if I hover over these, look, $2.50, $7, $5, $9. So you see, you can find some sound files here that will help you to create the sound skill that you need. Let's see if we can find something like meditation. And with meditation, there's all kind of things in here that we can find. If we take a look, there's a meditation loop right there, $20. Take a look at this, meditation bells. So you can listen to all these and then determine if that's something you want. There you have it. Go to Pond 5 or take time to do some research on Google and you'll find there's plenty of sites where you can download some sound files. Okay, so now it's time to pause the video. Do some research. Find the sound file that you want to create your sound skill, and then hit play, and we'll pick up where we left off at. Okay, you've completed that step. Now let's pick up where we left off at. And so let's go take a look at my desktop. Here I have a sound file, and I've renamed it to Louisiana Swamp Cajun Sound File. Now, when I downloaded it, it wasn't an MP3 file, but I simply converted it to an MP3 file because it's best to use an MP3. Now, hopefully yours is an MP3. If it's not, you can easily convert it. You can search Google or search our help desk for that video that shows you how to easily convert any sound file to an MP3 because it's best to always use an MP3 if at all possible. So now we're going to upload this sound file to our Dropbox account. Now, if you don't have a Dropbox account, you can go to Dropbox.com. It's very, very popular. Many people use Dropbox every single day. So do a little bit of research if you don't know anything about it. But Dropbox is very easy to install on your computer. And you don't even have to have it on your computer. You can use it online. And so I have this one that I'm using online at the moment. And I use it for a whole lot of things. However, I simply created a brand new folder and I called it Skills. That way I can keep all of my sound files inside there. So I'm going to open that up in a new tab. Well, now, if you come over here, it's very easy to practically drag and drop that sound file inside here. And when it does, well, we simply need to create a link in order to create our sound skill. Once you have it loaded like this one, I just loaded Louisiana Swamp Cajun, this sound file, I'm going to come right here where it says Share. I'm going to click on the Share button, and then right here, when this pop-up opens up, I need to create a link. So I'll click on that. It creates a link. Great. And so now I'm going to copy that link. But before I do, I'm going to open a notepad. So let me bring a notepad over here. There we go. I have a notepad. And I'm going to click on copy that link. Now that I have it copied, I'll come to my notepad and I'm going to simply paste it in there twice. There we go. I have it in here. Now, I can't actually use this link, but I can take this part right here and I'm going to copy that and I'm going to change out this part right here that says Dropbox.com. So I paste that on top of it, and as you can see, I simply have made a small edit right here. And the rest of it is the same. Now, I put it in there twice just so that I can compare to make sure that I didn't miss anything. And as you can see, from here to there is exactly the same as here to there. I just want to make sure I didn't make any mistakes. Now, this is the link I need for my sound skill when I get ready to create it. Okay, it's time to pause this video. If you have a Dropbox account, go ahead and upload your sound file. If you don't have a Dropbox account, you can use the link below this video. Click on that link and you can create a Dropbox account. Create a Dropbox account, then quickly upload your file in there. And then when you get done, hit the play button and let's pick up where we left off for the next step. All right, you're back. And now you should have your Dropbox link on your notepad. So now I'm going to go to our Voice Apps dashboard. Here we are. Fantastic. So now it's time to actually create our sound skill. So now I'm going to look into our sample projects. And if I look right there, it says Sound Player. So just look for the Sound Player in your sample projects. On the menu icon, I'm going to click on that and I can click Create Copy. Fantastic. Now I'm going to put in my information. So I'm going to call this Cajun Swamp Sounds. So I'll put that there. And project category, I need to leave it at streaming services. We're going to leave it at English, and I'm going to choose something more appropriate for mine. So I'll just come right over here, and let's see if we can find anything under swamps. So I'll put swamp, and there we go. It begins to search through thousands and millions of icons. And if I take a look, you know what? I think I'm going to use this one right here. That looks good. All right, so I now have an icon right there, and I'm going to update the description. All right, and my description says, listen to some relaxing sounds of the Cajun swamp. You'll feel like you're camping deep in the woods near the swamps, crickets, alligators, and all things that go boo in the night. All right, I'll click Create. And as always, within moments, let me close the sample projects. There's our Cajun swamp sound skill. All right, it's time to pause the video, complete this step, then come back and hit play for the next step. All right, you're back. So now it's time to edit our sound skill. Remember, all we need to do is hover over the card that we want, and today we want Cajun swamp sounds. I hover over that, I click on it. Once I do, it opens up in the visual editor. I need to make this smaller, and I'll drag it up here. There we go. Fantastic. Now, so I'm going to click on the first intent. And remember, any intent you click on is what you will change over here. So you'll notice that in the intent configuration panel will change depending on which intent box you click on. So I clicked on loop. There it is. It says loop right here. And we can make edits to that if needed. Click on play sound. There we go. So it's important to note that whatever intent I'm clicking on the right-hand side, the intent configuration panel opens up so that I can edit that particular intent. Well, we want to look at the welcome intent. If I look at the welcome intent, I can scroll down just to make sure that the publishing information is correct. And there it is. The public name is Cajun Swamp Sounds. And the invocation name says Cajun Swamp Sounds. However, I just want it to be easy, and I want them just to simply say, Alexa, open Swamp Sounds. So I'm going to take off the Cajun part in the very front there, and I'll take it off here so that the sample phrases match the invocation name. There we go. It's very important that the invocation name matches the sample phrases. All right, so it looks good so far. Everything is in there, but there's my keywords. And remember, your keywords are things that people would type into Alexa to find your skill. So I'm going to put in some better keywords. So I've typed in some keywords like swamp sounds, Cajun swamp, Louisiana night noise. Fantastic. That'll help users to find this skill. Now let's take a look at the Data tab. At the Data tab, there's nothing for us to change here. And in the Response tab, well, we do need to edit this right here. And of course, this is just some content that came from when we copied it. So what we need to put in here is something that sounds a little bit better. So right here, I'm going to enter my response, and I need to delete this one that we have at the top. All right, now whenever this sound skill begins playing, Alexa is going to say, "Welcome to Cajun swamp sounds." Alexa will continue to play these relaxing swamp sounds until you tell Alexa to stop. Enjoy Cajun sounds. Fantastic, that's what we want. So after Alexa reads this response, if we take a look at the next actions, the software says, okay, begin playing the sound, and that's at this intent. So let's look at that intent. If we look at that intent, right here it says play long audio stream. Here is where we need to put our audio file. So let's go to our notepad, and I'm going to copy this one, and I'm going to place it right here in this box. And hit enter. Fantastic. Now I want to delete the one at the top because we don't need it. We only want the one that we've uploaded. Fantastic. That looks great. And now let's go take a look at the loop intent. The loop intent, there's nothing for us to do. If we look at the activation, it says that whenever the audio player is almost finished, begin playing again. So it will cause it to loop. And so we don't have to do anything with this intent. All right, it's time to pause this video, complete this step, and then hit the play button to come back so we can complete the next step. All right, you're back, and it's time now to publish our skill. So now that we're here, we can go to the black navigation bar and click on the Publish tab. We can now deploy that skill, and as you can see, it's going to work. Fantastic. It says that it's been deployed. We can close that. And now we can go to our Amazon developer account. I'm at my Amazon developer account, and since I'm already logged in, I'll refresh my screen. And we can see there's our Cajun swamp sounds. Great. I'll come over here and click on Edit. And as you can see, it's not quite done building. So we need to give it a few minutes because it does take a little bit of time for it to build. And there's the pop-up that says the build is successful. Great. I'll close that out. I'll refresh my screen. I now have 4 green check marks. That tells me I'm ready to go. So now we can actually send this to be certified. But remember, if you're creating something for babies and you've put this in the baby category, remember, we got to go over here to distribution, scroll all the way down, click on save and continue, and we need to go to this second page which says, is this skill directed or does it target children under the age of 13? Obviously, if you created something for babies, you would need to put a dot in the radio right here that says yes, and then you would scroll down and hit save and continue. Mine obviously is not for children, so I'm just going to put no right there. I'll go ahead and hit save and continue. I'll do it one more time, save and continue. The console now brings me to the certification tab, and it says 0 errors found. That's great. I'm going to come straight over here to submissions, and it says my skill is ready for submission. Fantastic. Let's come right over here and submit for review. All right, congratulations. You've done it. As you can see, our Cajun swamp sounds is in review. Now, you'll get an email from Amazon that says in about 5 days, but it usually only takes 24 hours. They'll review it, make sure everything works. Your sound skill will go live, and then you'll contact us so that you can instantly get some cool rewards and then be entered into a drawing for some even more awesome rewards. But the best part about this is now you've learned how to create an awesome sound skill. And if you take the time to do some research and you create a really cool, awesome sound skill that other Amazon users love and like and use every day, then you could get paid by Amazon simply for creating a sound skill.